Up front.
Up front, I think we got a good bit to work on. We gave up some plays in the secondary, but like I tried to tell the line, like we can't really blame that on them because, like, maybe we didn't get enough pass rush. Maybe we didn't pressure the quarterback enough. So really, I don't think we did a great job overall, and I think we're gonna come back today and tomorrow, and we're gonna work on it and get better.
So it was a step down from what you guys did in the first scrimmage, kind of.
I said that.
Because all we heard was that you guys whooped them really bad in the first one. Today, not quite as much, maybe.
Yeah, I think we gotta continue to get better.
Coach Garner said that you've had a really good camp. Do you feel like that way personally, that you've taken a step up?
Well, I just feel like, with me being older, this is my third year coming in, and just being around these guys and being like one of the oldest in the room, I just feel like, it's time for me to step up and make some plays and help my team in big ways. So with me saying that, it's just like whatever they need, I'm trying to do for them.
Did you see more fire?
I to myself and to the coach and to the team that I can be more physical, I can lead in offense, things of that nature. So that's the mindset I came out there with today.
How have reps kind of been in practice, man? Have they been pretty much split, like you said today, with first and second team between you and Austin?
At times it was when I know the first a few days or whatever, like I got some first team reps right now. I try to make the most of them, like the best I could with those reps or whatever, and I try to prove to the coaches that I can lead an offense if they'll really put me on the field.
Still up for grabs, do you think?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I feel like it's up for grabs. Yeah, I feel like it's up for grabs.
How hard is it? I mean, y'all are obviously pretty close by what the coaches say and everything else, but you don't play two centers a whole lot. So how hard is that? That's a lot at stake.
Yeah, it's a lot at stake. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I sit in my room and think, man, look, this is a lot of pressure, So I just continue to keep the faith that, the coaches make the right decision or whatever. I talk to God about it. And all I know is, like the old saying goes, pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you. So the only thing I can do is come out there and give my best and let the chips fall where they may.
Do you would look at yourself as the underdog in this race? Because obviously Austin got all the first team reps in A-Day.
Yeah, I would say I'm the underdog coming into this race, but I'm fine with that though, because throughout life, there's always gonna be adversity. You're not always gonna be the top dog coming into a certain situation or whatever. So
today, the opportunities you had.
I feel like I did pretty good today. There's a couple of things that I need to work on. My pass protection. I still feel very, very comfortable about it, but I feel like there's still some technique things that I can work on.
Coach Horton, Philip said yesterday he's been really happy with the camp you've had, and that it's your time, man. Are you happy to hear that kind of talk?
Yes, sir. But like I was just telling the other people that, to me that it means something, but at the same time it doesn't. I guess we'll have to see like when I get out there. So
just getting out there is not enough, right?
Yes, sir.
How many true freshmen do you see playing on offense this year?
I feel like everybody who we brought in can play. The people that we have are super talented, so really everybody has a chance to play.
I understand that, but how many do you think would actually get on the field and be factors in the offense?
Pretty much just like what I said.
I feel like
everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Peyton, how hard is it for young guys to understand? I mean, you've had to wait. A lot of guys have to wait. Everybody comes in here thinking they're going to play. How hard is it to swallow that when reality hits?
It's tough. It's tough. You have your days when you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But you just gotta keep your faith in God, and just keep believing in Him. Things are gonna get better. So.
Anybody stood out? Any true freshmen stood out to you? Like anyone in particular?
It's kind of hard to tell. Like what I was just saying. Everybody just looks really good. So.
Do you feel like you're having a really good camp? Do you feel like day to day you're performing the way you want to perform?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely feel like I'm having a much better camp than I have in the past 2 years. But like I said, it doesn't really matter to me at the moment. I want to get out there and play. But
how do you feel like you're having a
Who are the guys that you think are really stepping up? Cardo's stepping up. He's looking real good, deep ball, all that stuff. Duke's doing well. I seen Tony Stevens out there. He's doing good. You know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, our receiving core is gonna do the job and do great things, make the catches, get open for routes and stuff, you know. And you know, I think we got the best receiving core. And you know, that's gonna make us have the best secondary. You know, if we can go out there, shut those guys down, you know, we can shut down anybody in the country. That's how we're gonna take it, that's how we're gonna execute everything, every play. We're gonna make plays just like that. You know, we got top guys on our team. That's how we're gonna go. We top guys on our secondary. We're gonna take responsibility. You know, we're gonna shut those guys down in practice. And, you know, when we get ready for game time, can't be nobody in the country. We can't stop them.
Who did Ricardo and Peyton beat on those long plays?
It was you said who they beat?
Yeah.
I think I'm not really sure, but I think it was two dudes on the other side. I'm not really sure.
Younger guys?
I was in deep coverage trying to help out.
Younger guys?
Yeah, some younger guys.
How did you feel like you guys, the first 10 guys played today?
I feel like in spurts we executed plays, but then I feel like, you know, we didn't make the right execution on some plays. You know, we gave up too many big plays today. We're gonna get all that corrected. We're not gonna do that anymore. You know, we're gonna go back and watch film, get everything corrected. We're gonna fit up and stuff. We're gonna finish out this fall camp right. And you know, that's on us. You know, but we're gonna get everything corrected. I feel like we can do better things than we did today. Just as far as effort, attitude, all that stuff. We're gonna get all that corrected, and we'll get rolling.